you're not feeding the spirit are abiding in Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, then automatically you go give over to them here. You now go have a defense basically. See? So it's gonna make you get subjected to these things. See? So we're Paul clear it up still.
I'm on the same one, bro.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, this is Romans 6 and verse 19. I speak after the manner of men because of the infirmity of your flesh. For as ye have yielded your members servants to uncleanness and to iniquity, unto iniquity, even so now yield your members servants to righteousness unto holiness.
Right, that good precept. So if you yield your members them to unrighteousness, then shall reap unrighteousness. Then no, that not to say you're gonna be perfect if you actually yield to righteousness. You're gonna always have that time the way. Just like a Paul said right here, so you're gonna slip. Because you have to fall it 7 times and get back up. So as long as you're here and in flesh, you're gonna fall, you're gonna slip. But you have to get back up and then you're not continuously moving until you reach part of the chariot there. You see me? So in Romans 15, for that which I do I allow not, for what I would that I do not, but what I hate that I do. If then I do that which is not, if then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that is good. No, then it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. For I know that in me.
If we can interject, so basically the high women for to when I do it are the spiritual man. The spiritual man want something else, but him actually in one body want do something else. So I say, yo, I know me do it. You see me? Because my spirit really don't want to do the right thing, but the flesh actually keep up some fuckery.
Yep. You can continue.
It's like, alright, we get an example again. It's like in one car, is in your drive, you want to jump the brake, but if I know so the brake pedal gone and it not work. You see me?
Yeah.
You want to stop the car, but you can't stop it. So it's no longer your control. So not really you run up in a nothing. You see me? The car malfunction. We know a left up body.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Basically, we're like that. The spirit, then I want body, and we know the body want the flesh want to do something else, and the spirit want to do the right thing. You see me? And this is what Paul said. Paul said, oh, for I know that in me that, and he will give you what am I talking about? For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. See? For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good I find not. For the good that I would, I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do. So even Paul of the baptism, now if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, Zach said, but sin that dwelleth in me. So I him do it. You see me? I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. For I delight, see? For I delight in the law of the Most High after the inward man. See? But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bringing me into captivity the law of sin which is in my members. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? I thank the Most High through Yahushua, our Lord. So then, with the mind, I myself serve the Lord, the Most High, the conscience, but with the flesh, the law of sin. Is that?
They have the one with the request in James. It says James chapter 4 verse 5. Do ye think that the scripture said in vain, the spirit that dwelleth in us lusted to envy?
Yeah.
But he giveth great more grace, wherefore he said, Yahweh resisted the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. And we know grace to go back to what? Mercy. You know,
Right.
so them who humble, them want to give grace. And when you look up one time, the word envy, you know, you go back to basically malicious act, you know, which go back to sin. So the spirit, the flesh, are we, you know, right? Because there's a spirit of the flesh, if you understand, can think of a better way to explain it. You know, it lusted after wickedness. It programmed for the wickedness, you know, right? And it winner right now.
Yep. You look the one that came to Abba when say when sin is conceived then come death.
Oh, yeah, the one.
I forgot.
Me have it, man.
Go on.
Alright, so may I start at verse 13. You see. Alright, may I say verse 13. He said, but let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High, for the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempt he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust had conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
Alright, watch this. For example, right? Just meet this guy with Iris home. And she come link up on the Sabbath. Now, this is as a Paul explained. The flesh loves of seed, and especially if you come dress a certain way.
And she won't come dress a certain way, guys. Say what? Because remember, I tempt her to walk around to, you know.
See me?
You're going to create the perfect scenery.
Yes, and guess what? It's because the flesh subjected to any kind of the flesh lusted to envy, as the scripture said. The tempt also the better mention walk around, and it will feed upon the weakness there. See? And if you make the lust draw you into that, then come death. Sin conceive, and then death come. See me? So you can see that right here, so lust and entice. Because as I say, how the tempter set up the perfect scene. She come looking a specific way, that's the entice, brother. You see me? And the flesh done subject to them kind of thing there. So now you, in the spirit, see? I can actually monitor that and take where yourself, like run like Joseph. You see me?
Hey, you know, so today me that word, you know, and me and Megs even remember the apostle Tarim say something. He say, if you have like a female a workplace where you attracted to and she attracted to you, the best thing you can do for yourself, I left that job. You know, when me say it the first time, you know, I said, I don't think you can get that serious, you see me? But me that heard today, brother, I'm say, yo, have faith and do road. You see me? Come and say, yo, me no really want to pray for like left a job just so you see me. But really and truly, bro, take care of yourself. Because we really are though, actually the scripture says, a prudent man forsake the evil. You know, say, if your flesh get trapped in a one specific way, one specific place, you don't have no control. You know, so the best thing to do, as the scripture says, abstain from all appearance of evil, and that's you walking in the spirit. And that's being spiritual. You know, me know say, me go over there say with that woman there, something I will go on, so you will go on, me now go over there. Right. Because once you get, it's like, wake up now, it's like a default, you just go in a default mode. Right, that just start happening, after you say, fuck. At that moment, you knew. Because then you ready to control.
Exactly. So that's the point, brother. As long as you lay yourself, you're going to go through your sin. You work on one with the pandemics constantly. You work on an environment, you have your one today. Just know as one. I was student from out elements, I went to school. They were with the pandemics. So I can't run. They were nastiness, basically.
One for you, bro?
Yeah, whatever them touch, unclean. And if you touch that, you make you unclean just the same. You sit down with them, sit down, make you unclean. Wherever you go, brother, your spirit, once a day you so, you see me? You're committing sin. And you have to constantly repent. That's why prayer, you see me? That's why fasting come in. Because you have to constantly repent and feel sorry, just like what man say at the prayer. You see me? Go on.
As I use the word constantly, you know, the time when you get when it's gone wrong completely, and when you stop repenting, you basically give in, say, toil with it. You know, like men will basically fall out of the truth. You know, them give up. Right? But the scripture says, strive for truth unto death. Right? And Yahweh shall give you a crown of life, eh? Right? Yahweh will show you a shot. So it's basically the fight is unto death. Or basically deliverance. Remember Michael had said that, yo. You see me? Salvation through death or deliverance. You know, it's either you give up, you lose your basically so-called life, right? Or basically you get deliverance. But the fight is straight until that given moment. You're not going to stop until that specific moment. Won't get beam up or basically just give up the ghost.
Yep.
So basically, you have to hope so that the spirit on you is a sincere spirit.
Yep. We'll go back to Psalm 51. Is my brother can hold that and get this real quick. Romans 8 verse 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who had subject the same in hope. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption, which go back to the flesh, into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh. You know, that would basically change.
I want to put towards that way, just read all of us. It's a second Ezra chapter 3 verse 20, and say, and yet tookest thou not away from them a wicked heart, that thy law might bring forth fruit in them.
Verse much, right?
Verse 20.
Alright, because if you read upwards, basically Ezra start list it out. All who company heard from Adam and transgress. And I said, but will we come get fucked? You see me? Why? And him start look for the root of the matter why everybody will go off. Why nobody can be righteous. You know, because the evil seed, you know, was planted from the beginning. Because at the end of the day, it's our prophecy fulfilling.
Yep. Yeah, the thing is, the Most High just select someone who will overcome the flesh, and some who can overcome the flesh. Yes, we get all yes, you want to get straight to the point.
I don't think the brother priest will finish.
Okay.
The point is, can I read go down because it's more nice? See? So it says, for the first Adam bearing a wicked heart transgressed and was overcome, and so by all they that are born of him. Thus infirmity was made permanent, and the law also in the heart of the people, with the malignity of the root, so that the good departed away, and the evil abode still. So the times passed away, and the years were brought to an end. Then didst thou raise thee up a servant called David, whom thou commandest to build a city unto thy name, and to offer incense and oblations unto thee therein. When this was done many years, then they that inhabited the city forsook him, and in all things did even as Adam and all his generations had done, for they also had a wicked heart. See, they explained when the evil seed was sown. See, so therefore it basically come down through the generations. At the end of the day, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua himself have to come root it out. Right?
Yep. And as I said, he have a selected number. All Israel are come back to the right mind. You know what I mean? With the righteousness in the inward part. But on this side, man, in prayer they are predestined. A selected number of them get delivered out of this body. And you're not going to be perfect in this body until you shed it. That's why the scripture, Yahushua say, he say, we can't roughly paraphrase it, he say, even with the grain of it dead first before it can bring forth fruit. See? So the seed, when you plant one seed, it have to dead first. And if you notice, for example, a peas, a grain of peas, when it come in the earth, what you see next, you see the shell. And then you see it burst through the shell, and you see it start spring out into fruits, man. So the body have it dead, so the roots of the cell can flourish. So the spirit can be set free, basically.
As I said, the grain seed, the cypress of oil, the read. So may I skip to 2 Ezra 4 chapter 4, verse 26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world is it fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou speak, thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. For the grain of evil seed had been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness had it brought up unto this time, and how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come.
Right. So the body have to get put to death.
Whether physically, or when we are basically transfigured, so to speak.
Right. But just know that this not Christ keep us flesh and blood cannot enter the kingdom.
Maybe I have that say, but when I get down to sit there first, the sound.
Yeah. I'm getting to the point, I'm going to start a thing, start a 10. Psalm 51 and 10, creating me a clean heart, O Yahweh, wash me with shy and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then will I teach transgression thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Deliver me from the guiltiness, O God, O Most High, thou power of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. O Yahweh, open thou my lips.
Hey, and the psalm that was sing what after what David went off. So basically commit adultery and murder.
Yep.
But
when he committed adultery, was it like literal?
Yeah.
Like literal?
Yeah, me have sex with Uriah.
Yeah, you were a woman.
Yeah. So Uriah got dead and sex wife.
Why you laugh, brother?
One that's blunt to it, Israel. Yes, and you are dead true. First wife, she get married, apparently, and he want to basically give him a jacket. The man don't want no jacket. You can basically they want to serve him king. So basically David said him go dead.
Mm-hmm.
And he like when the spirit come off for him basically, and when Nathan rebuke him. Because when him hear the story to him, be, no man, that's a wickedness, man, what did I for dead? Because he have a righteous spirit. But when he hear say, yo, and you do it, him like, fuck. You see me? It's like we going off here what time, so you're like, you see me? Like you come like if you couldn't kill the flesh, you do it yourself.
Or you just got dead. Which is the same thing.
Yeah.
The elder Malcolm was said in one of his videos a couple weeks ago, and said, that basically, just because you see certain men get up, so-called get away with certain things, like David get away with the adultery.
Who said David?
Don't try. Eh?
Go on, bro.
What happened?
Go on.
Yeah. Don't try your luck, because only certain men get the privilege of certain mercies, basically.
Yeah,
That's when.
Yeah, I was saying what your puss and dog now we see him luck.
Right. Yeah. Basically, at that time I said basically like don't try your luck, because
You might get fucked.
Yeah. About the precept, you know, where that say, the Moses say, we have mercy on whom you have mercy.
Mhm.
Whosoever I'm true shall have mercy upon. But this is the thing. David was a man, the most I call him, a man I own heart, right?
Mhm.
David was special to the Most High from the get-go. You see me I say? And everybody have that kind of that leaning to it. You see me? And everybody, as him say, and everybody special with it. You see me? But at the end of the day, him still have mercy upon we have mercy. So I'm not like say, oh, you could just do something and him be, oh, you don't know if you're going to have mercy upon you. So if you do it, you're going to be presumptuous. Oh, I'm going to have mercy upon me. And they say, I'm going to kill it, but you're presumptuous with it. You see me? Yeah, we are call it now. Willful sin. See? And when the next thing we call it, you're wicked. Because you know, and then you use the Most High mercy to say, oh, you can do this, I'm going to have mercy, mercy for God. No, that's why I take advantage of the mercy.
Have a precept for that, bro?
Yep.
This Ecclesiasticus Sirach 5 to the point verse 4, saying, Not I have sinned, and what harm had happened unto me, for the Lord is long suffering, he will in no wise let thee go. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin, and say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath cometh from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners.
Good precept, that's the point. They say, oh, that when the most time, oh, I'm not mercy, but guess what? Don't force yourself. You know me? Don't do mercy. Basically, malicious reason.
Yes, Paul said, use not our liberty for maliciousness.
Yes.
Yeah.
See me, they use the Most High mercy, like basically they're cloak and malicious.
There's a song where say, not take my kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
You're merciful because you're kind and willing to forgive people, they might abuse it. But if you find that somebody abuse it now, you know, so you go draw for the heavy hammer.
And that Christian though.
Yeah.
And exactly, Christian though. Christian, what in God? And they love this, love that. And they put all sort of mad, them yam pork, them yam crab, them yam lobster, octopus. Then, every abominable thing you throw with them yam. You see me? I say, oh, God's a provide and everything good. But guess I'm saying, mercy and it's a wrath come from him too. You see me?
Just install it in foot.
Yeah. And then, all crisis are kill them. You see me? Cancer. You can't use the Most High goodwill, the Most High mercy. There's another wrath to it, so you can't make him because he's merciful. It's just one, and everybody's special.
Are you still in nice Psalms, Zach?
Yeah, I'm going to pray.
Remember the one about the point that broken spirit and a contrite heart.
Yeah, I'm going to he said, oh, Yahweh, open to my lips, and my mouth shall prove what I praise. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. The sacrifices of Yahweh are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart, O Yahweh, thou will not despise.
That's it, yo. Basically, broken spirit and contrite means you sincerely are tried, but I will know wherever you left up. Versus a person, when they give a shit, and just like do them one thing, oh, God will forgive me. No, you're not getting forgiveness, they say you're dead. You have to go to the piper. Alright, so let's go to the point. We know we are going basically the flesh of the dead, you know, but let's go to the point. It's 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. And what basically go back to mortal death. You know, you can die because we have sinned. Verse 54. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, which have given us the victory through Yahushai HaMashiach, O Lord.
Alright.
And that's why I come and die, you know. Basically, we can get mercy. Right now, we can change, basically. You know, come out of this corrupt piece of crap, you know. Or we can actually be about God's, you know, keeping the laws, being perfect. You know, as the scripture says, we'll be perfect as He is perfect.
Because God as well, if you notice, the story of David receiving mercy from the Father, basically received mercy from not being put to death. You know, from not being put to death immediately at that point. But he was punished, you know, because the Father have him flee from him enemies.
Kill his son.
Exactly. You understand? The Father even have him son take away woman them and take away him palace and them fair run upon them. Understand? But when you realize we get out of that, most of the Psalms where David write, he basically always asks and beg the Heavenly Father for keep him. You know? For not suffer him not in foot to slip. You see him? To make sure keep him. You understand? And that is why when you look at the word contrite, it basically go back to the same thing as repent. It's just two words that can be used interchangeably. You understand?